Hi everyone, this is the National Master Osano Stagati, and in this video we'll see the game between the Grandmaster Huebner against the Grandmaster Kortschnoj. Huebner played e4 and e5 for black, knight f3, knight c6, bishop b5, so Ruy Lopez defense, a6, bishop a4, and now knight f6. So making pressure against e4, but white played castle because after knight takes e4 there is rook e1 or d4, so it's not a big problem. And in this game, Kortschnoj played knight takes e4. Now or d4 or rook e1 is fine for white. Huebner played d4 and now b5. Bishop b3, d5. d5 is a logical option for black to block this diagonal at the same time to defend the knight. And now d takes e5. This pawn is useful to take space on the king side and maybe in the future try an attack on the king side, can be fine. And now bishop e6. Knight d2 to develop the pieces, and now knight c5 to avoid the trade, and c3. I think for black now is better trade immediately this bishop, because after that the black can remove a very dangerous piece, because if this bishop will get to this diagonal can be very dangerous. I think bishop e7 was a mistake for Kortschnoj, and now bishop c2 is fine, because for sure the black has to castle on the king side, and this bishop can be very strong. Now bishop g4, and now rook e1, queen d7, and now knight f1, because this knight can of is to go on e3 to g3, so or is to make pressure against the center, the is to make pressure against the king side, so it's fine. And now black played the rook d8. And now knight e3, the bishop is under attack, bishop h5, and now knight f5. This knight is very strong because it can make pressure against e7, against g7, so now black has to castle, and now knight takes e7, knight takes e7, and now b4. After b4, there is a very important threat. The threat is bishop takes h7. In this game, Kortschnoj didn't see it, and he played knight d4. The right move is knight e4, because after knight e4, maybe it's possible this, but after rook takes d7, white can do knight g5, and the position probably is equal. Rook takes e4 is wrong because there is rook d1 check, and after rook e1, we go in a further variation in which at the hand after bishop g5 and the f6, or maybe I'm sorry, rook takes e1, b4 is better. Rook takes e1, and now f6. In this position, we're going to first variation in which at the hand, after bishop h6, we go in a first variation in which black play bishop e2, and we play this game in which we play two minor pieces against the rook, so black is slightly better. Okay, we can go back, and we can see that after b4, the only move was knight e4, but Kortschnoj played knight a4, and now bishop e7 is very strong. King takes, and now e6. And after e6, Kortschnoj resigns. Why he resigns? Because after f takes e6, there is knight g5, and after king g8, queen takes, nothing to do. It's very hard to defend this position, because if rook f6, there is rook takes e6, and if rook takes, I can go to f7, after king h8, attacking this way, and for sure rook j doesn't work because there is mate in one move. So in theory, in this position, the only move is move the knight maybe to c6, and in this case, I will take the rook, force it to trade the queens, and I go in a winning game for white. So that position is completely lost, and also after king h6, nothing to do, knight f7, and after king back, again queen takes h5. So nothing to do after that. And if king g6 is late g4, I take piece, and the king will stay very weak on the center on this position. So it was a very nice attack. Bishop takes h7, and was very nice, but it was important for white play e6. Because if white play immediately knight g5, it doesn't work because now there is king g6 and the queen maybe can out. So it's very different. For example, if queen d3, I can play queen f5, and now black can defend this position. So it's very different. Okay, for this video is all. Thank you for the attention. See you for the next. Bye. Remember to follow me on social networks and share the video with your friends. Thanks.